on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be doing some stuff to the LS240. Just got back from Kansas City Drift Association drift event in Topeka at Heartland Motorsports Park. Car did awesome. Only things that happened, I lost power steering. My pump just quit. With the angle kit, it super intensifies not having power steering, so I thought that there was something else majorly wrong. Also, throwout bearing started making noise. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, decided I'm just gonna pull the motor and trans. Since I'm gonna have to, I just wanna check the throwout bearing so I don't have problems at the next event, which is in 2.5 weeks. Same place, same people. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the motor out, trans out, replace the throwout bearing, replace the power steering pump, and because I'm an idiot, I'm going to go ahead and go through the engine kind of quickly, machine it and stuff. So granted, I am in a hurry, but I'm going to make it a point to actually video. Imagine that. That's crazy, isn't it? The only things that I haven't shown that I've done, I did go with a Mishimoto fan shroud. I will eventually go to the race fans and a better radiator, because this is some eBay brand, which with the shroud makes a world of difference. I didn't have a shroud before. I knew I should have, but with just 2 fans, it would get hot after 3 or 4 like hot lap runs or sitting in grid. So now it did flawless. Actually, it only got warm toward the end of the day, and that's pretty much it. I will be upgrading that. Not today. This thing's got to come out. I wish I could just, but yeah. Gonna do a couple of upgrades while the engine's out. Basically, I'm gonna raise the compression in this a little bit. I'm putting 4/8 pistons in it and milling the head a little bit. Kind of see, I don't want to put a ton of time into this because I do plan on putting a 6.0 in it at the end of the year when there's no more drift events. This just needs to make it through the rest of the year. So and also a backup motor, so I still want it to be nice. I don't want to throw stuff together. Anyway, enough talking. Basically what I'm gonna start with is, I made a long time ago this cross member removable. Pretty simple. I just welded a plate underneath and made it, welded some nuts underneath so I could unbolt it, and this whole center section comes out so the motor can literally pull straight out. So basically I got to take front bumper off, headlights off, core support out, radiator out, drain fluids, disconnect drive. I got a whole bunch of crap to do. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so pretty much ready to come out. All the wiring's loose up here. Power steering lines are loose. Still gotta take the oil line loose off there, take the headers off, but I have to pull the O2 sensors out and disconnect the exhaust first. Then it's just drive shaft, shifter, and cross member. And then I take 2 bolts up here off and it'll all come out. I'm just gonna pull it with the accessory on it, maybe. It looks like it. I can. If I go up high enough, no big deal. I've only about an hour in, so not too bad. Definitely noticed a few things that I want to do differently when I go back in. So I'm gonna be changing those, as well as fixing some janky wiring that I just kind of had there. It's going a lot more smooth than I thought. There's a lot of little things you don't think about when you go into doing something like this, but it's nice that I've been here before, and once I start doing it, I kind of start remembering. So all right, so we're about ready to come out. I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna go home now. Not much left to do. I know it's a mess, whatever. I always make a mess when I'm going fast. I'm always going fast. Anyway, so basically all I have to do is take the drive shaft out, and take the mounts loose, and it's ready to pull. So tomorrow, which will still be in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the engine and go over everything and take it apart. One thing I did notice, I already tightened this one up, but my valve covers were loose and were leaking. It's pretty gross, actually. I was losing a little bit of oil, and I assume this motor was using some, which I'm sure it is, but I don't know if you can tell. It's pretty loose. I did put all new gaskets on it, so the only thing I can think of is just they kind of settled. They were tight. Maybe I didn't tighten them all the way. I don't remember. I did throw this in a weekend, so not much left to do other than take a couple bolts loose, pull this thing, and get it over to the machine shop. So next day. I don't know if that worked or not. I'm new to the YouTube. All right, it's like 95 degrees today, so I went to go turn the AC on that I haven't used since last year, and had to fix it. So now, getting ready to pull the LS out. Had a light go out, so it's kind of dark over here. Hopefully you can still see. So everything's off, ready to come out. Pull the drive shaft and the mounts and the shifter, and that's it. So I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me pulling drive shaft out, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll get to pull the engine out. There she is. Empty hole again. It's kind of sad. Oh well, it'll be back. Hopefully in time. I have water and water wetter in it before anybody freaks out about coolant just spilling everywhere and running out the door. Yeah, no, I'm setting the oil. I'm setting on the oil pan. It'll be okay. It's like a 1/4 inch thick. Not a problem. Anyway, I'm gonna get this transmission off and load this thing in the back of my truck and kind of cover it up and take it with me to work tomorrow. So yeah. And that, you can see in there or not, those are needle bearings, because my Pilot came apart. You can see focus kinda there. Yeah, so that's good. I guess I thought it was a throwout bearing. I'll probably go ahead and put a throwout bearing in anyway, since I won't have to do it later. But it's out. It's ready to rock. Ready to party. Hey guys, we're over here at the machine shop. Got the engine on the stand, ready to start taking it apart. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna start digging into this thing so I can bust it out pretty quick and kind of go from there. Gonna change a couple things, which I'll go over here shortly, but pretty straightforward other than just tearing it down. So you gotta get all the accessories off, gotta get the heads off, check out what's going on, make sure everything's good. Then I'll take the bottom end apart and start cleaning stuff. So a lot has happened since the camera turned off. My battery died, so I wasn't able to get everything on camera, but basically got the engine tore apart, and this is not my engine. This is a different block. Basically, one of the cylinders had some pretty heavy pitting, so I decided I'm not going to use it. So I had this other block. It's good. Just finished taking some of the plugs and stuff out of it. But yeah, so basically now, I'm not going to bore you, but I will be cleaning everything here and there and there and here. But the head studs I have won't fit this block because this is an 04 and up block. So on the 9903, it used 2 different length of head bolts, and the 04 and up used all the same length head bolts. So I had to get another set of those coming, but they'll be here by Friday, which leaves me a week to get this built in the car to the tuner before the drift event. So last minute as usual, but we're making progress. So I'm gonna clean all this stuff up and then I'll get back with you guys. All right, block is machined, ready to go back together. Just gotta do a final clean on it and brush all the holes out and everything like that. Cylinder's cleaned up really good, really good. Pretty happy with it. I think it's gonna be a good one. Look at all this junk I gotta clean. Ooh, gross. Cylinder heads surfaced. Block is machined and ready to go. Everything turned out really good there. Still got to clean the tray. Got the pistons on the rods. 4/8 flat tops used pistons. Gen 4 style press fit rods. Yeah, alright. Here's the crank. Being polished. Everything's nice and clean. Here's some of my parts. Your timing chain, rings, ARP, main bolt, oil pump, bearings, lifter trays, head gaskets, random gaskets, oil. And anyway, also found some other stuff. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is one of my valves. If I can get the camera to focus here. Yeah, so this thing ought to run a lot better. It also should be noted that it's not usually this messy in here. I've terrorized the whole shop trying to get things done today. I'm trying to be all YouTube-y and fancy, you know? Alright guys, so my camera died last night and I didn't even bother changing the batteries. I was just ready to get done and get out of here. So I did get the heads on. Just going to show you these rocker arms that I'm using. They are a Pro Comp by, well, a Speedmaster rocker arm by Pro Comp. I don't know if they'll last or how long they will anyway, but I'm going to give them a shot. They look okay. There's some questionable things, but it looks pretty alright. Hopefully these valve covers will fit in the 240. I'm sure they will. This doesn't stay in here. I got a little breather that I'll be putting in there since this doesn't have any breathers. But yeah, getting there. Basically got front and rear cover on, balancers installed, all the rocker arms are on, the lash is set, rear cover's on, rear main seal, all that good stuff. All my sensors are in. I gotta tighten this down. I got some new gaskets, not much more. I've still got to drill the front of this block for the LS1 accessories like I did the old one. So after that, it's just bolt-on stuff. I'm gonna get this valve cover on, flip it over, do the oil pan, well, windage tray, pickup tube, oil pan, and all that. Should be the last time I have to flip it over. And then I can put my pilot bearing in, throw it in my truck, and put it in the car. All right, well, she's ready to rock. All the accessories on. Power steering pump's replaced. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but basically my power steering pump had quit working. I took it off and I noticed that the plunger inside of here was stuck all the way to the back, so I don't know if that was it or not. Regardless, this is a better pump. Yeah, it's all there. So the only other thing that I'd like to do sometime is change these ugly coil brackets and full packs, but other than that, it's all right. It'll be just fine. I am excited to see how this thing will run, but I'm gonna load this thing in the back of my truck, take it to the house, and I'm just gonna keep working. It's 9 o'clock. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna bolt it up to the transmission and maybe set it down in the 240 tonight. All of the stores are closed, or I go buy oil and a filter and everything. I should have done that already, but after it's bolted in the car, there's really not a ton left to do. That's my biggest hurdle. Just getting it in the car. Had to modify the transmission mount. My dad helped me out on that one. My dad's done a lot for me on this. He's been building engines for over 30 years, and this will be the first one he's actually done machine work on, and he actually built the bottom end. I wanted to have him do it, so not that I can't, I could definitely feel better with him doing it. So all right, so I'm gonna stop here, put this in my truck, and resume at the house. All right guys, got the LS back over here. My door's broken, whatever. Got trans, clutch, flywheel, all that good stuff on. So now I'm gonna drop it in here, which I'm not gonna record. It's pretty straightforward. Engine and tranny goes in the car, and you kind of got to fight this header because it has to go on at the same time. It's in, but I gotta do one thing, because the valve cover, the tall ones, do touch the brake booster, so gotta figure that out. But other than that, everything went smooth, looks cool. Anyway, so tomorrow after work, this will probably run. All right guys, this is it. This is just sitting on here for startup. I've been busting my ass trying to get everything tucked up and out of the way. So I've already cranked it over. It's got oil pressure. So this will be the first startup of the new engine. Hopefully everything goes as planned. This always makes me a little nervous. So I'm gonna turn the key on and verify fuel, make sure there's no fuel leaks or anything like that. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. heard a noise over here. I don't know what that is. I might have to pop that valve cover loose and see. But it runs. Alright guys, sorry for the lack of filming. Just been super busy. Took way longer than I wanted to get this done. I'm on the way to the tuner now. And there's the 240. Alright, so that's it. 240's done. She's tuned. By now, I've already been to an event. So I'm filming this kind of late. If you can't tell, I got some fixing to do. The engine did great. The lifter noise you heard earlier actually cleared up. The engine runs great. Just a couple changes I have to make. One, my new power steering pump that I just put on the engine has failed again. So I'm kind of tired of messing with that, so I'm gonna try something different. Also, my cheap radiator no longer is working out for me. So I got a couple things that I will be putting on in one of my next videos. So got two or three major upgrades to do for the next drift event, which is in 2 weeks again. So it'll be nice when we get to a point where I can just load the car and go. Anyway, if you haven't noticed, also did some cleaning, have more room, knocking some stuff out. Selling my F350 to Eli. He needs a tow rig, and I've been using the RV a lot, so that helps me free up some money and get out from underneath some stuff. Over the next few videos, you'll see the garage get cleaner and cleaner and less cluttered, because I'm tired of working in clutter. Definitely want to give a shout out to my dad. He's been building engines for over 30 years. He actually assembled the short block on mine. Not that I couldn't, I just this will be the first engine that he's ever built for me, so it's kind of cool in that way. Eli helped me out a ton. I was in a pinch, had to upgrade valve covers to something only about 5 times the money. The tall valve covers that I got off eBay didn't cut it. They leaked from everywhere no matter what I did. So that ended up being an ordeal, but I got that fixed. Car runs good. Car runs great. No issues other than that. My next video will be of the event the car broke, and then an additional video. I'm gonna try something a little different. I know I'm not the most entertaining guy, but I'm trying to change some things up, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, if you guys would please hit the subscribe button, like, share, mean a lot to me. I'm at 200 subscribers, which is crazy. So I appreciate you guys and everybody that watches. So that's it for me. We will see you next time.